Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 20th of July. So looking at the euro dollar kicking off with the euro dollar, should I say, we've seen a continuation of this move on the dailies. I keep resorting back to this sort of weekly picture here, and you can see the solid sort of move that we're seeing from a weekly perspective. We closed above the prior highs there, or bang on the prior highs, and it started pushing up. Area we've still got to keep an eye on is for that around about that 1.5 area, 1.15 even area. That probably worried a few people when I said 1.5. Well, I should imagine some other people would be very happy. Anyway, the 115 area there is obviously very key. Prior high there, round number. So we'll be watching that maybe this week. Today, as I look through what we've got here, did almost in pattern terms do a sort of like inverted head and shoulders on that 4 hourlies. We have got the weekly pivot below us at 1390. If it does start selling off, if it suddenly becomes a target break below today's daily pivot, it's still quite a way away, so may not come into play earlier part of the week. We'll see how the week goes, but I remain bullish on the euro dollar in terms of the overall picture. So, as I say, broken this morning through there. Not a lot can be done. It's done, hit daily pivot, hit the R1. So leave alone for me at the moment. That's the euro. It may just got a little bit overbought in the shorter time frames, but looking good. Okay. The pound is just again really just checking weekly wise, daily wise. We're sitting here very consolidated. The pound, it seems to have lost its mojo a bit earlier. This you see it last week, just sort of reducing the ranges there, coiling up maybe, and we may get a decent chunk out of this at some stage. On the week we've hit the weekly pivot there. It's funny old movement there through the Asian session, sold off quite strongly, then bounced right the way back again through early hours this morning. So we're really just seeing that sort of continuation. Where to today? Well, maybe back towards those prior highs there, maybe further, but you can see how rangy we're getting. If we can get some sort of break above here, maybe we'll get back up towards that 60-minute 200 and beyond, but it's a bit rangy at this stage. We are moving into proper summer markets again, of course, but whether we'll see more volatility this year is another matter. When you look at some of these markets, I mean, the yen's we're not been seeing massive volatility on the yen, it would appear, and it's not really big movements largely. We're seeing these sort of daily moves, but well, that was a 50 pipper we saw overnight there, which is a bit rarer, but lots of the 4 hourly moves here have been quite small. Bearish Orami, where it sits there on the 4 hourly, maybe we've got some more downside from that, and it's all, well, obviously started selling off 60-minute wires to make that Orami break through this nest of moving averages here. Well, we've already seen an R2 and R1 daily pivot. It's a bit limited maybe where it would come to. Maybe there's certainly a trend line across the lows there. That could be a target. Aussie dollar, certainly clear as I'm looking through this at the moment, that some of these are very tight at the moment. Aussie dollar again, very tight movement last week, as you saw this section here. It did get a good trend in the earlier part of the week and then just consolidated, and we're sitting again in that sort of consolidated phase. Whether we can get a break, we've got to break out on Friday eventually. Where we're sitting today, well, maybe we'll see the same again. A push up potentially later. If we can break above those highs there, may help things, give us a move back towards its R1 and the prior highs over here. I wouldn't be looking to get too much beyond that, but we'll see if that triggers at some stage. But at the moment, there's the potential. So the downside is it seems to want to do at the moment. Maybe that 200 could come back into play yet again, but do wonder. It's a bit early in the morning. It's just broken 8 o'clock. We will see some action maybe later on that Aussie dollar. Canadian dollar, just really for reference more than anything else, but you can see it's pretty flat. There you go. Covered that off. Oil. Got the drift of downside here at the moment. Lower highs, lower lows running through this market on this 60-minute time frame. As we come out, you can just see it's just sort of sliding off there. And looking at this daily, it's just really slowed down. It's just run out of oomph as we move into what would normally be the dry sort of US driving season, and we've in the old days seen the oil start pushing up, but it's had a hard old year. There's a lot of talk of shutdowns in different parts of the world. Temporary okay, but they're sort of moving back to I say shutdowns, lockdowns. That can't be good for the price of oil at the moment. That's oil. Okay, and the S&Ps, if I can get the right one. There we go. Let's get the futures here. Okay, so again another consolidated market. You see last week those four little bars there, all inside really. Tight old range we saw Wednesday onwards, and tight old range. It is this morning just sort of shuffling way down, maybe back to that weekly pivot. We'll see. If it goes beyond that, it could be the point where we see a bit more action to the downside. It could be a bit more correction. Still haven't really seen a lot of an effect from some of these earnings, but I think, as I said many a time, traders are having a problem where to put their money, or bigger asset managers are having problems where to put their money. So that's pretty much it for me. I wish you a great day. And that is news-wise today. I should just say there's nothing significant there. It is day 4 of the Eurogroup meeting, so economic summit. We may see something occur from that eventually if they can agree this. I say bailout, but if they can agree this fund, we might see a bit of action, and it could be very positive euro-wise. That's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.